check. Because I couldn't hear myself. So we're good to go? Okay. Okay. Perfect. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Warner Rental Stadium for a matchup on this chilly Saturday night between the visiting Westshore Rebels and the hometown Kamloops Broncos. This is the last game of the 2021 BC junior football season for both teams, and it looks like both teams will not be extending their season into the playoffs. So I'm not exactly sure what the strategy is going to be for both teams. Are they going to get some backup players in, get everybody a touch of the field, create some energy going into the off season, or are they going to be playing for the W? If I know anything about coach for the Westshore Rebels, Shane Beatty, who is a Kamloops native, he will be doing everything to secure a victory against Kamloops. Kamloops, again, one of the youngest teams in the league, has had some struggles, growing pains under first-year coach Brandon Vanknet, but there have been some signs of life. They played a hard-fought game against the Huskers a couple weeks ago, and were right in the game until the very end. Turnovers cost them. They've been playing the last 3 or 4 games with Cummings at quarterback, who is a natural receiver but stepped up as a leader to take the quarterback position. There's been some injuries at that position, and when you're having struggles at the quarterback, it's tough to put points on the board. They have a good crop of receivers, a good running back, Grigorchuk from Winnipeg, and they'll be looking to put some points on the board and secure a victory. There's quite a Kamloops connection on the Westshore Rebels bench. Shane Beatty, head coach from Westside, who spent some time down in the States at Reedley Community College and also was at Iowa State. Down there, Jeff Hunter, the defensive coordinator, another Kamloops product, and Todd Wiseman, former safety for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, another Kamloops product, and one heck of a golfer. So they're helping out on the Westshore sidelines, as well as Marshall Flukinger, who played for the Broncos, has had some involvement with the BC Lions, and is now just cutting his coaching teeth with the Westshore Rebels. And yeah, so fairly sparse crowd out here tonight, about 200 to 300 people to be expected, and we're just waiting here for the kickoff. I don't know if I introduced myself, but it's Mike Feistuber. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have an entertaining game to wrap up the season for both sides. It looks like Rebels have deferred. Kamloops should receive the ball. And if we're going left to right on your screen, looks like Kamloops will be getting it on the right. There's wind is not a factor here. Like I said, it's a little bit chilly, about 2 degrees. The coaches are all bundled up. Players, some of them have long sleeves, some of them short, just to make a statement. But we'll get started here in about 1 minute. All right, I'm sure you all have your favorite players you guys are going to be watching during this game. To be honest, I will be checking out number 12 for the Westshore Rebels, Isaiah Karlikia. I played ball with his father in Manitoba and met Isaiah when he was, I would say, 1 year old, just a baby. And we were playing in UBC, and Isaiah and his mom came to the hotel to see their dad, and I ended up babysitting Isaiah for a couple minutes there because they were doing a nice little reunion with all the former Victoria Sharks that were there. So, all right, let's get ready to kick off. Kicking off for the Rebels is going to be Marco Dizzy. Nope, sorry, Simon Hales. It'll be Westerman and Guizo deep for the Broncos. And the clock has already started. We are now 8 seconds into this game. And nothing has transpired to this point. Some technical difficulties before we get started. And now we are ready to go. Hales is going to adjust his line. And he's got Westerman and Guizo back deep. Broncos will look to get a good return and start off the game on offense, try and put some points on the board right away. Hales lines it up and boots it right down the middle. Westerman's going to take it at the 15-yard line, cuts up the middle, and is brought down at about the 29. So the Broncos will start on the left hash at the 29-yard line. We'll see what set they come out in. Last time I was here, they ran a lot of three receiver strong side, one back. Had some success with a fullback in. But yeah, we expect to see Gregorchuk get quite a heavy dose. I'm guessing they're going to run away from Tariq Polius, big left end, number 97. And we're going to line up with the tight end towards Tariq's side just to counter the pass rush a little bit, slow him up. And the backers are lined up tight in the box. There's a snap, quick handoff to Gregorchuk, and he is going to be stopped by Tariq Polius. He is a big, big man. Stops for a 3-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13. So they had the tight end and the tackle on him, and he was able to split them both, come in, and drop Gregorchuk for a loss. So I think they might want to think about running away from that big guy. And now we got second. And they gave him a yard on that play, so we got 2nd and 9. Cummins in the back, single back set. Guizo comes down, play action fake, rolls out, doesn't have too much to go, and wisely throws it out of bounds. Batted ball by number 42, Cordell Holder, on a halfback blitz on the right side. So good pressure from Westshore to start off the game, and Kamloops is going to be forced to punt from deep in their own end. So Declan Smith is going to be handling the punting duties for Kamloops today. And Kamloops is going to line up and pretty close to a max protect. Westshore usually is quite aggressive. When BD was at Okanagan, they would block at least 3 or 4 punts a season. And it's a short kick up to the left sideline. Takes a Kamloops bounce. Got on the fly by number 21, Jeffrey Ojong, and he cuts it up to the 34-yard line. So great opening field position for Westshore, and quarterback number 9, Isaiah Anderson. Anderson spent most of the year backing up Colby Henkel, the former Canadian Junior Football League Rookie of the Year with the Kamloops Broncos. Colby spent some time in U Sports and made his way back down to Westshore. So we got number 14 back there, Simon Hales now at quarterback. Quick handoff to number 3, Zach Lubin, and he gets up to about the 18, 19-yard line. First down for Westshore. Good start on the ground for the Rebels. So we'll be looking out for number 50 on Kamloops, who is not on my roster, unfortunately. Well, there he is down there, Costa Zanis, who had a great game last time. Very aggressive, undersized linebacker for Kamloops. So Hales in the shotgun, hands off again to Lubin, who cuts right up the middle, breaks one tackle, and is brought down at the 10-yard line by number 6 for the Broncos, Cullen O'Brien. So right now, Westshore 2 carries, about 25 yards on the ground. Quite easy. Westshore has quite a big offensive line. They get off the ball quick, and they're just overpowering the Bronco D-line right now. Broncos are lined up in a 3-4. There's a big hole to the left guard. The Broncos look like they're going to bring some pressure off the right side. Lubin takes the handoff again. There's a flag down, breaks another tackle down to the 4-yard line. And we'll wait and see what the flag is. Holding. So that'll bring them back 10 yards, bring up 2nd and 11. And we might see Westshore attempt their first pass of the game here, but the way Lubin's been running on these first 3 carries, nothing wrong with giving him the ball again. And looking at 3-down territory if he's able to get up a good chunk of yard. So Westshore breaks the huddle. They come balanced set with 2 running backs. Again, fullback off to the left. Hale sends his receivers in motion, hands off to Lubin, who cuts up the right side, gets one more block, and is able to pick up a good chunk of yardage, and I think he's going to have the first down. So Lubin up the right side for about 12 yards. Brought down by number 2, Scott Pelzer. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. So Broncos looking to get a stop here, get a little momentum. They haven't put up much resistance so far against the running game. Large O-line for Westshore. Come out with a tight end set to the right side. 3 receivers to the right. High snap. Lubin's able to pick it up directly, and great tackle by the Broncos by number 2, Scott Pelzer. So back-to-back tackles for Pelzer. This one on the high snap brings him back to the 16-yard line. You got Marco Dizzy warming up on the sideline. And the Broncos are going to hope that they can hold him to a field goal attempt. We got 2nd and 16. And we'll see if Coach Beatty takes the ball out of, or gives the ball to Hale, see what he can do with his arm. 3 receivers to the left. Shotgun snap again. Fakes the handoff to Lubin, rolls out. Great rush there by Costas Zanis. Great job. Looks like there might be an additional holding penalty there on the running back. Holding on Westshore. The penalty is declined. So the Broncos will, looks like they're going to take a win here in terms of that, having 1st and goal from the 6 and holding them to a 22-yard field goal attempt. Low snap. Gets it up, and it's wide right. Taken by Westerman in the back. Brings it out. They do not concede the single, and he gets it to the 13-yard line. So the Broncos will have decent starting position. And no points. So great job by the Broncos D to hold them there. So Kamloops will take over at the 20. They're going to move the ball to the left hash. And we'll see what Cummings and the offense can do. They're going to have to worry about Tariq Polius on the left side. And classic BD fashion, they're going to line up with 2 deep safeties, which is quite effective, actually. I've coached against it, and he does a great job running it. And they're going to try a jet sweep, and Polius again with the tackle. And we got a taunting penalty, it looks like, on Tariq. So Kamloops was looking at about 2nd and 21, but they might get bailed out here. just with some undisciplined play by the Westshore D lineman. Yeah, objectionable conduct on Westshore. That's going to bring the ball up. So that was after the play, so it's 2nd and 9. Broncos in the ace back formation, 3 receivers to the right. Cummings in the shotgun takes a snap. Tries to hit the flats on the left side, looking for number 17, Colton Melky, the 16-year-old out of Westside, and just led him a little too much. So another quick 2-and-out for the Broncos. And they're going to be punting from the 21, and they'll look to get a little bit better punt than last time. Westshore likely to bring pressure again. And Declan Smith will line up at his 6-yard line. And Westshore has packed the box. Good snap. And it's another short punt again. Gets quite the bounce though, which is good. And number 20 for Westshore, Hunter Boyles, just falls on it at the 48-yard line, 47. So Westshore starts in Kamloops territory again. We can guess we're going to get another heavy dose of Lubin. As long as he's able to get 5 or 6 yards, they're going to keep handing the ball to him on first downs. Haven't seen anything from Hale yet in terms of throwing the ball. And if they're able to eat up yardage on the ground, may as well stick with it. Broncos are bringing pressure. Great job by Broncos to get through there. And number 48, Maxim Bosch with the tackle. So they're going to mark him for a loss of 1. Great job by the Kamloops D to get through the O-line and stop any type of momentum for Lubin. So I'm not too sure how confident the Westshore is in their quarterback's arms. Be looking for a screen to Lubin or one of the wideouts, get him in space, and use Kamloops' aggressiveness against them. Broncos bringing the heat again, bring 5. Hale throws up the left side, and there is going to be a PI on number 24, Michael Kalume. Underthrown ball, receiver tried to get back to it, and unfortunately Kalume was in trail. And like most DBs, when they're in trail position, it's panic mode, and they're looking to bring down the receiver before the ball gets there, and unfortunately that play is going to go against Kamloops. They did a nice job of pressure. Hale threw up a ball, just a jump ball. Maybe he's got a lot of faith in the receiver out there, and they were able to get the penalty. So Westshore takes over at the 32. Line up, balance set again. Broncos are showing 2 safeties, 3 backers, 3 D linemen. Fake the bubble screen action, and Lubin up the middle, but he's brought down by number 5, Avery Dunster, and it looked like Bear Akachuk. I do believe Avery Dunster made the BCFC All-Star team this year. So the Broncos have a couple good linebackers with Dunster and Zanis. And after that first drive, these last couple runs, they've been able to keep Lubin in check. So 2nd and 7 for Westshore from the 30-yard line. Jet sweep motion, looking for a bubble pass out to number 8, Poissant, and Kieran looks like he's going to be close to the first down, maybe a yard short, and that's going to make Westshore think a little bit. But after that last field goal attempt by Dizzy that didn't quite get there, it looks like they're going to keep the offense on and try and go big on big and pick up the first down. So look for Lubin to get the ball right up the gut. The Broncos are going to be shooting gaps on this play here. Shotgun formation. This gives them a chance to get through and stop the ball carrier in the backfield. They come through. They had him in the backfield, and he's able to spin. This is going to be close. I think they might have stopped him. It is going to be, they needed to get to the 23, and it is a turnover. So they shot the gaps, and they were able to stop Lubin in the backfield. A lot of confidence there by BD being in the shotgun and handing it off on 3rd and 1, but nothing wrong with that, believing in your team, and the Broncos guessed right, shot the gaps, and were able to get a stop. Way to rally to the ball. Now the offense has got to try and get going. I think the key to them is going to be to run the ball short side of the field away from Polius and make some of these undersized backers make play. Quite athletic linebacking group. But if the old lineman can get up. Oh, Cummins is able to break the pocket, scrambles out, and there we go. We got positive yardage. It's going to be close to a first down for Broncos. And we got a Bronco down in the backfield. Looks like number 63, Rowan Munson, but he's able to get up and join his teammates in the huddle. So nice run by Cummins. You can see the athleticism he has, former receiver. And right now, Kamloops is losing the game of field position, but they're able to keep Westshore off the board. So some positives definitely from the defensive side. So Cummins in the shotgun again. Gregorchuk behind him. Hands off to Gregorchuk. He cuts out the right side. There we go, boys. 13 yards. Run away from Polius. That is what I'm talking about. Nice run. The O-line was able to get off the ball, seal the defenders on the D-line, and make their way up to the linebackers. As I mentioned, you can see the linebackers for Westshore are a little bit undersized, but they fly to the ball. And if you're able to get in there, oh, we're going to have a bench penalty, it looks like, on Kamloops. So the flag has flown. The refs are picking up the ball. And they're going to march Kamloops back probably 10 or 15 yards here. So as they approach midfield, they now move back. So 1st and 10 from the 48 now turns into 1st and 20 from the 38. So as a young team, you're going to see this happen more often than not. One positive play erased by undiscipline on the bench. So they line up in the ace formation again. Handoff once more to Gregorchuk, who's able to slice up and stopped after a gain of about 3 yard line, or 3 yards. So we got 2nd and 18 from the 40. The Broncos will look to sustain this drive. So Cummins has Gregorchuk in the backfield, tight end to the left. And he's got Guizzo down slot here to the left side. Should be looking to him. And they're going a quick wide receiver screen and just overthrown by Longney, who probably could have got 2 hands on that ball, but was already looking upfield trying to make a play. And we're going to have Smith back out here punting. Hopefully he can get a hold of one here. And kind of flip field position. You can see Coach Hunter down on the sidelines giving Polius some pointers on how to get off the blocks. Very passionate coach. Smith gets a little bit better kickoff. He's able to get a bounce. There's going to be it's going to be out at the 44-yard line. No yards penalty. That'll move it up to the 49. And Westshore will take over on their side of the field. So gives the Kamloops defense a little bit of breathing room. Hopefully they've shaken off a couple jitters and can pin their ears back and stop this run game, because the passing game hasn't looked too impressive to start for Westshore. Hales in the backfield, in the shotgun again. 2 backs. Lubin behind, looking at a jet sweep motion to number 8. And the Broncos rally to the ball and are able to stop him after a gain of 1. Fumbles the ball. The refs did not call it down. Good play by number 99, Ivan Zhu, to pick up the ball. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 13. So Vankanet was an all-star linebacker when he played here. I believe he then went to Acadia. And he knows his stuff on the defensive side of the ball, and he's got these guys playing hard right now. And sometimes it's tough on the defense when the offense is unable to put any points on the board and you're out there, you're getting tired. But Broncos just need to sustain a couple drives. They're coming with the blitz again, right up the middle. Costasanis gets put down. Nice throw by Hale across the middle. And that's going to be a first down. Caught by number 9, Isaiah Anderson. So gain of about 15 yards. Ball crosses midfield. And now Westshore is going to have 1st and 10 from the 49. So good pressure again by the blitz, but Hales was able to exploit the hole over the middle where the linebackers vacated, and there's a big hole, and able to pick up 15. So a little bit of life in the passing game. Westshore in shotgun once more. Hales turns, and we are going to have a false start on Westshore. Refs have blown the play dead. And this is going to move it back 5 yards. So they'll start from the 54, looking at 1st and 15. And that kind of closes the playbook off a little bit for Westshore. So we'll go 1st and 15 from the 54 of the Broncos. Shotgun for Hales, Lubin in the back. Broncos again showing blitz, and they come downhill. Lubin's able to sneak through and pick up almost all of the yardage back. We got a fumble. We'll see. Refs have marked him down. And so it is going to be Westshore's ball at the 51-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 11. So the aggressive blitz package of the Broncos is paying off. 4 yards there, able to keep him to 2nd and 11 and put Westshore probably in a pass situation again. So keep an eye out for the fades and the deep cross over the middle. The Broncos line up, 3 down linemen. 1 backer coming on a delayed blitz. Hales turns back, nice deep throw on the out, and he gets him right at the 1st yard marker. So another catch by Isaiah Anderson. Great throw by Hales. Looks like it's right at the 1st down marker. We'll just wait for a signal from the refs. They are taking their time on this. trying to get it right. Got a good crew of refs here today up in Kamloops. And they're right at the chains, and it is, what do we got? First down, okay. So 1st and 10 for Westshore at the 39-yard line. Couple nice plays. Hales lines up. He's got a couple completions under his belt now, so that's a positive. He turns around, hands off to Lubin, who cuts up the middle, breaks one tackle, and is brought down at the 29-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down again. So the Broncos are showing a lot of blitzes, and it has paid off, but if Lubin's able to break by the first defender, there's going to be quite a large hole for him to run through. So we've got 2nd and less than a yard. Kevin Toussaint runs the play in again to Hales. He relays it. The O-line breaks the huddle. And it looks like Hales is going to line up under center this time. So they're looking to get the first down. Hales sneaks it up, and they're going to have a fresh set of downs. Smart play there by the Westshore Rebels after their last 3rd down. That was unsuccessful with the shotgun handoff. They stay under center and are able to get the first down, and new set of downs. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Westshore 0, Broncos 0. Same as we started. We'll see you in 2 minutes for the second quarter. All right, welcome back. We have 15 minutes and 1 second showing up on the clock, so we'll get that switched up. Westshore is going to have first down from the 28-yard line. And the refs have blown it in, and Hales is ready for the snap. Shotgun position, offset backs again, pro formation. Hales drops back, throws it. Oh, miscommunication between him and the receiver. DB was unable to get his head around at the last second, or that could have been an easy interception. But on the bright side, brings up 2nd and 10. So that is the first time we've seen Westshore go to the air on first down. They have a little bit of confidence in Hales, who's completed a couple of nice balls to Isaiah Anderson. And I'm guessing he'll be looking at him again. We'll look at the matchup between. Look down at the bottom here for 27, Brody Rogers, and 84, Hennessy for Westshore. Hales drops back, hits Hennessy, 84, makes one tackler miss. We've got a penalty flag in the backfield. Hennessy was able to pick up enough for the first down. Not too sure what the penalty is. I saw a Bronco player go rolling. And it looks like they're going to bring it back. So the refs picked up the flag. Looks like we got an overzealous lineman way away from the play. Unnecessary, but you can't blame them. They're trying to set the tone. Unfortunately, they didn't go about it the right way. So it's going to drop them back 10 yards, and we got 2nd and 20 for Westshore. We're looking to score the first points of the evening. So Hales in the offset again, shotgun. We got Anderson now down and probably offside. The play has been blown dead. And it looks like Kamloops jumped a little bit, or were they drawn offside by the O-line of Westshore? Looks like Westshore's backing up. Just waiting for the signal here from the ref, but based on where the huddle is, it looks like it's going to be against Westshore. Offside, so it looked like the receiver down here crossed the line before the ball was snapped. So 2nd and 25 from the 43-yard line of the Broncos. We got trip receivers to the wide side of the field with a 2-back set, and Hales in shotgun. The backs balance out. Hales is able to hit the screen, but there's no lineman out there. Nice move to break one tackle, but he's brought down by number 45 of the Broncos, Rafael Caligari. So nice tackle by Caligari and on the open field. Gain of about 9 yards, but it's still going to bring up 3rd and 16 from the 37-yard line. So it looks like Westshore is going to punt, try and pin Kamloops deep. We got Isaiah Westerman in the back in the end zone. And we're looking at an onside kick. And a pop up by Dizzy. It gets a good bounce, and the Broncos are able to recover. There should be no yards. Took a Westshore bounce, but Avery Dunster with a smart play to get on that ball right away. Right idea by Westshore. I like it. Going to get the ball back on the onside punt. They haven't been threatened too much by the Kamloops offense. The refs are having a little meeting, figure out if the encroaching Westshore player was one of the onside players or another one of the coverage guys. And it was one of the onside players, so no flag on the play. Kamloops is going to take over at the 23 and a half yard line. 1st and 10. And they're going to have to get some of these receivers into the game. Either Colton, Michael, Chris Finden, or Evan Guizzo. All solid options. Cummings, a little bit high to Guizzo on the sit pattern. Looking to find a hole in the zone. He was there, but the ball just sailed on Cummings a little bit. So good job to start off with a pass. It's the first time they've done that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. The ball just sailed on Cummings a little bit. Would have been a good chunk play. Bring up 2nd and short. Instead, we have 2nd and long. And Cummings is going to send 3 receivers out to the left side. 2 to the short. Finden comes in motion. Look for a crossing pattern here. And he's going to dump it off to Gregorchuk, who is able to cut it back inside and work his way up to the 35-yard line. That's going to be another first down. So Gregorchuk and Cummings have combined for 3 of the Broncos' first downs. Smart play to get it in this guy's hands. He does a great job to pick up the necessary yardage, catches it, just turns upfield. Made the first guy miss, cut back to the middle, and just put his nose down looking for that first down marker. So 1st and 10 from the 35. Receivers come in motion. Nice little lead by the receiver. Grigorchuk spins off another tackle and is able to get about 4 yards. So decent run on first down. Colton Michael led the way through the hole. Nice blocking by the young Westside product. And it's going to be 2nd and about 5.5 yards. So the Broncos have decided to go away from Polius. And I think it's time. It's going to be time pretty soon to get Finnan involved. Big receiver down at the bottom of the screen here. Cummings, again, 5 receiver set. Takes the ball out of shotgun. Pump fakes, is able to get around, pulls it down, and he's able to complete the pass to number 7. Ethan Longney. Nice throw, nice catch. Well done. And now the Broncos are up near midfield. Beatty's a little exasperated on the sideline. He spends a lot of time on the sideline. Passionate coach. His players really rally around his emotions. He's got the respect of the entire team and coaching staff. So Broncos line up in a tight end set. Look for Grigorchuk to get the ball here again. 1st down. Cummings with the snap. Hands off to Grigorchuk, who heads right up the middle, makes one man miss. And again, nice 1st down yardage. Gain of about 5 or 6. Bring up 2nd and medium. Which really allows Coach Vanke to get into the playbook and pick and choose. 2nd and medium, 2nd and short makes life a lot easier for the offensive coordinator, especially when you're up around midfield and the punting game hasn't been working out too good. You can take 3 downs to look at what we're doing. Grigorchuk makes one man miss, but is brought down immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That's Austin Morgan on the stop. And the Broncos are going to keep the offense out there. The defense has been playing good. The punting has not been successful, so you may as well go for it. And we'll see where Cummings is going to go with the ball on this play. So Cummings lines up about 6 yards deep, takes a shotgun snap, looking for the Longney on the corner, and he's got him. And a late hit, too. And the flag is thrown. So unfortunately, looks like Ethan Longney, nice play, but Jeffrey Ojong did not take too kindly to getting beat on that play and two-handed him in the back. So that's going to be another 15 yards on that play. So all in all, that's about a 35-yard gain for the Broncos. Nice throw by Cummings, nice route by Longney, who's had 2 big catches on this drive. And another undisciplined penalty by Westshore. That's going to put Kamloops at the 21. They're going to keep the tight end in. It's going to give Findon a running start down at the bottom here against 21. And this is a kid who can fly and who can jump. He's got the height advantage. We'll see if they're looking to getting him the ball. Okay, fakes deep, hits Guizzo in the flats, who makes one man miss and gets to the end zone. That's a touch. No, they're going to mark him out at the 1, but there is a flag down on the play, or they're marking him out at the 6. So Guizzo takes the ball in the flat and cuts upfield. Nice play by Cummings to give a little shoulder fake, get the defensive end's hands in the air, and it's offside on Westshore. Penalty will be declined. Gain of 14 for Guizzo, and it's going to be 1st and goal. So last time I was here, Kamloops had a tough time in the red zone with 3 or 4 turnovers. And so they'll look to be a little bit more efficient. And they're going to line up 3 receivers to the right. Gregorchuk in the backfield. Cummings in shotgun. He is going to give it, and Gregorchuk gets about 2 yards. Nice stand by the Westshore defense there. And they got to get Cummings out of the pocket. If they can roll him to the wide side of the field here, have his 3 receivers there, he's going to put the defense in a precarious position of do they come up to stop the quarterback or stay back. Cummings with the play action fake. He's going to roll short side. Doesn't have anybody and throws an interception. And he is brought down in the backfield. So tough play for the quarterback, trying to make a play, but at that point, you got to throw it away. It's going to be a safety because he came out, so Kamloops is going to get the ball back. So great play on the pick. Came out of the end zone. Took the point off the field, but decided to go make his way back into the end zone, was tackled. So the Broncos will get 2 points and the ball back. Hopefully, Coach Vankenek can talk to Cummins about throwing those balls over the middle. I understand you're trying to make a play, but it's going to be more negative than positive more often than not. You had a good drive. The offense worked its way down there, and those plays can be quite deflating for an offense. But they'll get the ball back. They're going to take it at the 35 and see if they can put together another drive. This might be good for Cummins, who doesn't have time to think about it on the sideline, especially if Westshore was able to put together a drive. But they're going to get right back into it. So first down on the 35. 35, sorry. Just an update in case you guys are wondering. The Raptors are up 8 over the Pacers. And Astros have a 2-0 lead over the Braves at the end of the 4th. So, 35-yard line, first down for the Broncos. And another flag. Gregorchuk is brought down at the 36. Gain of 1. We'll see what the flag is. Looks like it's going to be against Westshore, offside. Brings up 1st and 5. So some sloppiness by the Westshore defense. It's a second offside call in the last 2 drives. The Broncos have a lot of options here on 1st and 5. Receivers crisscross at the top. Give to Gregorchuk, who bounces it outside. Keeps fighting. And good run by Gregorchuk, who's able to get right near the first down. So he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but just kept pushing. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So we've got a little life on the Broncos bench. I'm liking what they're seeing. Okay. And a quick run up the middle by Cummings. And I've just been told it's Jagorchek, so we'll get that right. My apologies to the friends and family of Jagorchik. But he's been running well. Good young player out of Winnipeg. Coach Coach Bankinet has some Winnipeg roots. His father played for the Blue Bombers for many years. His brother was a high school quarterback out there. So the Broncos first down at the 47-yard line. Degorchik again up the middle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but it looks like that last little push got him back. So it's going to be 2nd and about 11. Second and 10 for the Broncos from the 47-yard line. And a pretty good chance Cummings is going to throw on this play. Broncos do not have a man on the line of scrimmage. Now Finning gets up there. And Cummings drops back. Hits Grigorchuk, who's going to have to make a move. But great tackle on the ball's out. It's a fumble. Oh, they have whistled it, and incomplete pass signals the referees. I guess he did not make a football move, and the ball was out. Boblin, great tackle by Westshore. So Kamloops will be forced to punt it away. Let's see if they got any tricks up their sleeve. If there's any punt fakes or anything. Dunster calls out the blocking protection. Westshore looks to be coming again. Good snap. Smith gets a great punt off. Down, through the arms of a returner, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. So good swing and field position there. About a 38, 39-yard punt. Yeah, about 40-yard punt. So good kick by the Broncos. And Westshore is going to start from the 25 with 4.5 minutes left. And besides Lubin on the ground and Anderson through the air, there hasn't been too much positives for Westshore. So Kamloops looks to stay aggressive, lining up, and looks like a loose man. And they're going with a quick swing. Great job by number 18, Westerman, to got through there. But an equally as good job by Poissant to break the tackle. And he's able to get just past the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1. Tackle by Logan Rapchak. A great job by Westerman to break through and put a stop to that. So we got 2nd and 9 for Westshore from the left hash. We'll see if Hales is able to convert this very important 2nd down. Great snap. Hales is looking deep to the out and overthrown, caught by the equipment manager on the Westshore sideline. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. So Bellefontaine is going to line up deep, maybe not too deep, and Dizzy will be doing the punting. So they're going to punt from the 26. Kamloops should get position around midfield here based on the other punts. Dizzy steps into this, and this one gets down at about, there's going to be a no yards penalty. Brought down right about midfield, 53-yard line, no flag actually, so Broncos will start. And we'll see if they're able to get a couple more first downs, keep the ball until the end of the half, and try to head into the locker room with a lead at halftime. going to stay with the two backer, two safety look. Coming with the snap, takes the pass, rolls out. Got Find in there, who's able to make the catch for a gain of about 7 yards at the 50-yard line. Nice catch by Findon. Great job getting back to the ball. Nice throw by Cummins. So you got a receiver in there like Cummins who can run and is not experienced depth, so get him out of the pocket, cut the field in half, bring his reach down to 2 or 3 rather than 5 or 6, and just get some positive plays. So good job by both Yankees to get Cummins on the move and just isolate off Findon. Overwhelmingly, good receiver, good size, good speed. He's able to bail out his quarterback by coming back to the ball. Cummins in the shotgun again. Richard Gorsuch in the backfield. One tight end set to the left. Good snap. Gorsuch takes nice cut and is able to fall forward. Westshore had him in the backfield, and Gorsuch is, I don't know, probably looking like 5'7", 5'8", but he was able to get down to about 5'1". Look to keep the ball, and look, that's the 3-minute warning. Both teams have their timeout. Both Yankee and Kamloops looking to put some more points on the board. Fake it, throws to Findon again, caught it, bobbled it, and caught it again. So unfortunately, it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage. The initial catch was made at about the 40, but the bobble picks up about a yard. So right now the play action isn't doing too much. D-line is still coming. Hopefully, Coach Yankee sees that. Could set him up for a draw with the way they're rushing. Low snap. Cummins steps up in the pocket, looking deep, and it is going to be a jump ball that is knocked down by number 21 for the Rebels, Jeffrey Ojong. Nice defense. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Broncos are going to keep the offense on the field. What they have in the 3rd down play sheet here. Cummins gives Weefield some last minute instructions. See where these linebackers clear out to. I think there's going to be room over the middle. We're going to have offside on. Oh, and he throws the ball behind. He's got to go back and hit that. Throw it. Oh, he kicks it. Smart play. There is a lot going on this play here. Picked up, and it is going to be brought down the sideline to the end zone. Fortunately for Westshore, that's going to be brought back. What a sequence. I can't say I've seen that before. So Cummins saw that the flag was down, had a pretty play. I don't know if everyone knew this or not. Tried to throw it as it's being taken down. Throws it backwards. Picked up by the Broncos receiver. Kicks it. Smart play. Turns for a touchdown. The Bronco players down at the goal line. And it's going to be 1st down for the Broncos. Looks like offside and an unnecessary roughness. Yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. So Westshore with their second major penalty, their fourth offside. The penalties are really coming back to haunt Westshore right now. Can't get a number on the Bronco player who is limping off the field. But the touchdown for Westshore is now first and goal. Oh no, sorry, first and 10 from the 24-yard line for the Broncos. Just over 2 minutes left. So Kamloops is staying in the 8 back. Shotgun for Cummins again. Miscommunication in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by number 42, Cordell Holder. Nice defensive play by Westshore. Some miscommunication in the backfield between Cummings and Jagorchuk. Not too sure who went the wrong way, but brings up second and 20. And we'll see what play Coach Mankey has, if he's going to try and get it all back right here, or if he's going to set himself up for a 3rd and 10 to 8 yard play. So 3 receivers down to the right. Cummings in the shotgun with Jagorchuk. Cummings drops back in the shotgun, right through the arms of Findon. Wouldn't have been enough for even close to a first down. We've got 1:35 left, and Coach Vankenet's got a decision to make. Does he punt it and pin them deep and make them go the length of the field? Or does he go for it? It's the last game of the season, and he is going to put the ball in Cummings' hands and see if they're able to get a PI, to get a touchdown. So, 3rd and 20. Cummings in shotgun, steps back. 4-man rush, not really there. Looking to Findon, and it is not picked off. Knocked down by Ojong. Smart play by Ojong. Not sure if he meant to do it. He's a DB. They usually don't have the best hands anyway, but they're going to get the ball at the 34-yard line rather than the 11. So first down, Westshore. 1:29. The way the offense has been going, it's going to be tough to put points on the board in that time, but 1 or 2 big plays can turn that around. So we'll see how Kamloops approaches this. Hopefully they stay with what they're doing. No need to go into a prevent yet. You have the lead. Stay aggressive. You have a backup quarterback in Hales in there. Their best option has been the run game so far. You don't want to get too loose. And there's Lubin on the run. Good job by Kamloops to stay aggressive. And he's going to be dropped for a loss about 2 yards, or gain of about 2. So great job by Kamloops to stay aggressive on defense. So 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8 for Westshore. Looks like they're bringing in a bigger package. Give Hale some time. Cut down his receiving options. So he's got 4 out there. Anderson has been his guy on 2 big chunk plays for them. Hales drops back, looking over the middle, through the hands of the linebacker, and it is complete to number 8, Kieran Poussant. So what looked like an easy interception turns into an 18-yard gain for the Westshore Rebels. So linebacker was in the right spot, but was unable to squeeze the ball. So first down at the 50-yard line. Hales back in the shotgun. Clock is running. We're under 40 seconds. Hales takes a 3-step drop, has time, decides to step up in the pocket, still has his eyes downfield, throws across the middle to 84. That is Hennessy, who's still on his feet and finally brought down at the 36-yard line. Great job by Hales keeping his eyes downfield as he was scrambling. We got 25 seconds left. Westshore threatening. And they're going to keep their timeouts. Coach Beattie likes what he sees. He's got Simon Beckow calling the offensive plays. And they've had success on the last two to get about 50 yards. Change field position. Refs are waiting to blow it in. Kamloops is hoping that they have the right stuff to stop them, keep them out of the end zone. Hales in the shotgun, drops back, pressure, looks like an interception, and it is dropped by number 27, Brody Rogers. So a couple big dropped interceptions. And if Kamloops was able to keep them out of the end zone, that's all good. But if they are able to get points on this drive, they're going to be kicking themselves for those two missed picks. Hales isn't afraid to take chances. He's letting his receivers make plays, but is coming up just a little short on some of these throws. So second down from the 37-yard line. Broncos showing blitz here again. Hales sets his receivers in motion. Out of the shotgun, tries rolling left, throws it up, over, and incomplete. So 3rd and 10. Good pressure that time by number 37, Maurice Onyemenu, who was able to get in Hale's face and force him just to throw the ball away up the left sideline. So Westshore is going to keep the offense on the field. Long field goal, chance for a block, chance for a return. And we got a Kamloops Bronco down. And unfortunately, that's Costa Zanis, who is probably my favorite player on the Broncos after watching them for the whole 2 games. But the training staff's taking a look at him. It is still 2-0 for the Houston Astros. The Raptors were able to eke out a 3-point win over the Pacers. Another good game by Scotty Barnes, the 4th overall pick. 21 points, 12 rebounds. I know you didn't come here for basketball content, but you're getting it. And we're going to get 3rd down, so we'll see if the Broncos can put one more defensive play together. It's 3rd and 10. Hales drops back and a false start, and it is going to be back even more. So we're going to look at 3rd and 15. I'm not too sure if Hales has the arm to get it to the end zone from the shotgun with the line of scrimmage at the 42. So that takes the Hail Mary off the board. And the Broncos have their 4 defensive backs lined up at the 1st down marker, which is 15 yards deep, and they'll just play retreat coverage. And if a ball goes up and there's able to get an interception, there's a lot of field down here by the Westshore bench. And with half of your guys being hoggies, there's always a chance for a nice long return. So we'll see how aggressive Westshore plays this. I think Westshore has 1 win this year, and it is against Kamloops. Westshore usually comes into every season with a lot of promise, a lot of hype. Coach Beattie does a good job recruiting across Canada. But some injuries Some injuries have kept them from reaching their full potential, that's for sure. So Beatty is able to get 3 more seconds back on the clock. Just waiting for it to get put back on. Got 12.3 seconds now. Refs have blown it in. Hale's in shotgun. It's got Lubin leaking out in the bubble. Hales is able to go deep. And the Broncos knock it down by Logan Hrabchak. And we got 5.7 seconds left. So we'll see if this is going to be a battle of Hail Marys to end the half. But I don't think Cummins has got the arm to get it there. But they have decent field position. So the Broncos take over at the 42-yard line. And they are not going to run a play. They'll sit back. And just down it. So this will be the last play of the first half. Broncos will go into the locker room leading 2-0. So Kamloops 2, Westshore nothing. We'll see you back in 15 minutes. All right, we are back, and we are live and direct. So, how do we recap that barn burner of a first half? Well, you got two young teams, two teams that are at the bottom of the league standings, struggling to put points on the board. The only two actually came on the Broncos' best drive of the night, where they were able to get down to the 6-yard line. Unfortunately, they threw an interception. And to add to the unfortunate series of events, Westshore brought the ball out of the end zone, and an overzealous returner went back into the end zone, was taken down. And that is the only scoring we have right now. So Westshore deferred. They won the toss. They will receive. Kamloops will be kicking off. Okay, we might have some technical difficulties, so it doesn't matter if you can't hear me anyways. So either I'm here or I'm not. Charlie, Carlikia, I know you're watching the game. If you can hear me, send me a text. Let me know you can hear. Try this. So Kamloops will be kicking off to start the third quarter. They have a 2-0 lead. I see Findon and Guizzo down here on the left side. Might be an onside kick, a moonshot, and it looks like it probably will be. And a moonshot down to the left, and it is fumbled, but Westshore is able to jump on it. So when you see two big starting receivers line up on the kickoff team, you know something's got to be up. And the kicker, Pelzer, put it a little too deep, and Westshore is going to take over at the 40-yard line. So we are back in business. Technical difficulties aside, we're ready to rock. So Westshore is going to take over at the 39-yard line. Hales in shotgun again. Let's see if they start with the ball. They go jet sweep off to number 8, which is Poussaint, and he's able to turn upfield, and he's fighting and is able to get close to the first down yardage, and that'll be a new set of downs. So we can expect Westshore to try to reestablish the run. They did a good job there by creating a little bit of misdirection, getting the ball in one of the receiver's hands, and he's able to turn the corner. Kamloops has been bringing a lot of pressure up through the A gaps, not too much off the edge. And if the O-line's able to pinch in, those sweeps around the end should be wide open, especially with the backers playing so close to the line of scrimmage. So Hales in shotgun again. Lubin flares out. Hales quick release over to Hennessy, who cuts it back inside, gets one block, spins away from another tackler, and is brought down after a gain of around 7 by Pelzer. So two nice plays to start the second half for Westshore. Looks like they did some adjusting in the locker room at halftime. Beattie probably read them the riot act, and they've come out and looked good on the last two plays. They've crossed Kamloops side of the field. They're going to take over on the left hash at the 53-yard line. Second and about 3 yards. Let's see if they put the ball into Lubin's hands and follow that big O line up the middle, get the necessary yardage. Offset back, Poussaint in motion again. Hand off to Lubin up the middle, and he makes one cut and is able to get the first down. So we can see that the Broncos have kind of taken back some of their aggressiveness, trying to maybe protect the lead. I don't know how often they've had the lead this year. So for a young team, it's got to feel good. The defense has played outstanding so far. And they've made Westshore work for all their yards. And Westshore right now has a first down at the 49-yard line. And they're going to stay in the same formation with Hales, joined by 2 running backs in shotgun. Fake it. They fake the jet sweep and pass it off to Poissant again. He made 1 tackler miss, but was unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. So loses about 2 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So Westshore has been shuttling in plays with their receivers. They haven't gotten too much going in the air besides Poissant and Anderson. Hales has shown some mobility in the back there and has made a couple nice throws to the sideline. And he drops back, straight back in the shotgun, whips it out, and one hops it to the receiver on the far side. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. And there's our boy, number 12, Karlikia, coming in. I believe it was last week. He had 2 interceptions. And I know a little biased, but I told you I was going to be talking about him when I got a chance. It looks like he might be the long snapper. Well, that's impressive. So you got a DB doing the long snapping duties, which is actually quite useful because it gives you an extra cover guy down there instead of an O lineman, D lineman, or linebacker. So they're going onside kick again, onside punt. And it's a little deep. It's not going to be able. Westerman comes up, takes it on the bounce and fumbles it, but is able to fall on it and get the no yards penalty. So if you are a punt returner in any type of Canadian football game and you do attack the ball with aggressiveness, even if you do bobble the ball, you're going to get the no yards penalty if you attack it like that. So smart play by Westerman. He gets the 5 yards. Doesn't allow the ball to bounce around and have those onside coverage men pick it up. And Kamloops will take over. Excuse me. Take over on the 34-yard line. So we'll see what Cummins can do here in the second half. Last half of football. Heading into the off season, so may as well let it all hang out. Open up the playbook, coach. See what you got. Jagorchuk with a nice cut back and is able to keep his legs moving and picks up about 4 to 6 yards, I'd say. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. They've started running away from Polius, which has been successful. Every time they attacked him early, it was nothing but trouble. But we're going to have 2nd and 6. Looks like there's some cramping going on by one of the Westshore players. So we'll take a quick timeout and come back with some action. Nice. All right, we're back. The Westshore players getting some help off the field. That is number 27, Bryce Bayasabe, one of the DBs for Westshore. And we're going to have 2nd and 4 for the Broncos from the 39-yard line. So we'll see if they can put a couple plays together here and try and threaten midfield. We're going to take little victories. Guizzo in motion. Is able to get a block on the right end, and Gagorchuk again with a nice tough run. And he's able to pick up about 7 yards. Get the first down. So the Broncos with another first down. They've crossed the 46-yard line. And we're looking at first down. We got Colton Michael down at the bottom. Again, 16-year-old receiver from Westside. Has a bright future. Jagorchuk again up the middle. Gain of about 4-5 yards maybe. Got a little extracurricular activities, as they say, downfield with David Wheeler of the Broncos finishing off his block 10 yards downfield. No flag, just a good hard play. Beatty's rolling in some information for Tanner Haywood, one of the linebackers. And the Broncos, with it being the last game of the season, with them being winless, this is probably 3-down territory again. So we got 2nd and 6. They hand off to Jagorchuk again, who makes one cut and is able to fall forward for a gain of about 3. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. So Cummins, yeah, we are in 3-down territory. Cummins gets the play in from Banky. So we're looking at Jagorchuk maybe to the left side here, or hopefully they're able to roll Cummins out to the right with Guizzo and Findon. And if that doesn't work out, he can pick up some with his legs. So they give to Jagorchuk to the left, and he's brought down. Great penetration by the Westshore Rebels. Karlikia leading the charge, was able to get through. And the D-line scooped it all up. So good stand there by Westshore. Again, it's tough when you have a starting receiver playing quarterback who's unable to audible out of that position when you have the safety down, you have 2 linebackers in the A-gaps. At that point, you're kind of just wishing that he's able to sneak through, but it didn't come to fruition. There's Dunster on the blitz. Hales looking back. That should be picked, and it's through the hands and caught again by Westshore. That is the 2nd time. The Broncos defensive players are not able to get their hands to secure the ball, and that's the 2nd big chunk play. So great break on the ball, but unable to grab it, and it's deflected into the Westshore receiver's hands. So first down on the 29. You can see 99 on defense, looks a little dejected, Carter Innes. Hopefully he's able to get some pressure here. Hales turns back, hands off to Lubin, straight up the middle, big hole, breaks one tackle, breaks another, cuts to the right, stiff arms the defender, and is brought down at the 2-yard line by number 24, Michael Kalume. But great run by Lubin, 27-yard gain. Started off left, cut all the way back across, stiff-armed, and had the guy ride him for about another 5 yards. Stop short. Broncos have been here before. We'll see if Westshore changes up the formation, gets out of the shotgun, lets the big hoggies just lean on the Kamloops D-line and help Lubin get across the goal line. So they'll stay in shotgun. Hales signals, takes the snap, hands off to Lubin, who is stopped Great tackle. Looks by number 45, Rafael Caliguri, with a nice tackle. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Looks like we got another Westshore player with cramps. I don't know if they took the bus up this morning or last night. It looks like 58's going to come in. Hayden Tiller, new O-lineman. Hopefully Coach Vanke sees that and is able to overload that gap. Bring some pressure from that side of the O-line. It's late in the year. Players' bodies are wearing down. And now we got a new O-lineman in, so we'll see what kind of defensive pressure Kamloops was able to bring here. So it looks like the O-line's all right. Not sure if it's a cramp or an ankle. Looks like a little bit of confusion as to what's going on. Beatty's waving Hales back into the huddle. Beckow giving his quarterback some last-minute instructions. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. We'll see if we're able to get our first offensive score of the game. I'm not too sure what's going on, if there was a timeout or we're still on the injury timeout, but the refs are talking to the Westshore bench. All right, so it's a new center, it looks like, for Westshore. Hales is going to line up under center. Look for a quick handoff to Lubin, who's able to get to the goal line, but not in. Another great job by the Kamloops defense. So Lubin stopped at the 1-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. So Beatty's going to think about this one. Waves Hales back in. Beckow's giving him the call. Hales is making his way all the way back. I don't know if there's a blood timeout for the Broncos, so looks like the Broncos are going to be a man down if the refs blow this in, but as I just learned, you get 2 minutes. And the refs are standing over the ball. So we'll see what's going on here. So we're going to have 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. See if the Broncos are able to penetrate through and get a stop here. This could be the biggest play of the season for Kamloops. We've got Hennessy lined up against Rogers down here on the right. Hennessy's taking him out pretty wide. Now he's drawn him back in. Rogers is following him, even though it's a timeout. I'm not too sure what's going on. Okay, we got the Bronco defensive player coming back to the defensive huddle. We got Ohio State up late, 27-24 on Penn State. And the Astros up 2-1, bottom of the sixth. So Hales is going to go under center again. Again, we got a new center. Watch that handoff. Takes the snap, hands off to Lubin, and he's able to get across the line for a touchdown. So touchdown, Westshore. Broncos were unable to stop him. They did a good job making him work for that final 2 yards, but Lubin was able to cross the line and put Westshore up 6-2 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And we got Dizzy on for the extra point. Karlikia holding. And we'll see if this is a high snap. Karlikia gets it down, and Dizzy puts it through. So we got 7 for Westshore and Kamloops 2. We'll be back with the kickoff. All right, and we are back. We got Hales, who's been doing the quarterbacking and the kickoff duties for Westshore, and he's going to give it a ride from the 45. Drops it down to Westerman, who takes it at the 15-yard line, heads up the right side. He's got a hole, and he gets through. He's got one man to beat. He crosses midfield and is out at about the 47-yard line. No flags on the play, and that is a way to answer that touchdown. Great return by Westerman. No fear there. Great blocking by the Broncos kick return team. And Westerman takes it up to the 45, and the Broncos are in the field position. Looks good right now. So the way their defense has been playing, if this turns into a quick field position battle, they'll be setting themselves up for success. But the offense has got to get something together. So tight end to the left for the Broncos. Good Jorchuk in the backfield. Shotgun snap is up. Quick handoff. Grigorchuk up to the 40-yard line, so gain of about 5. So 2nd and 5 again. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of Westshore staff on the field. I'm not too sure if that warrants a bench penalty coming up anytime soon, but I guess we're just picking nits here at this point. So Cummins in the shotgun again. Looks like offside. Free play off to Guizzo in the flat. He catches it, cuts it back in, picks up about 4, but it should be a free play. Again, the defensive line for Westshore. We'll see if they were drawn off, but look to be in a little bit early. We'll just wait for the call from the ref. Kamloops is signaling that it's on Westshore, and the refs are marking off the yardage. Moving it to the right hash. And that should be enough for a first down. Second and inches. So you got 6 in the box for Westshore. Again, Westshore looked offside. Free play. Oh no, it's been waved dead. So back-to-back offside plays by Westshore. It's going to drop Kamloops down to the 30-yard line. New set of downs. Westshore stays in the too high safety look. Kamloops with the tight end. Brings another man down the block. All right. Let's figure this out, Westshore. So we got we got some fireworks in the background. Fireworks in the background because there are no fireworks on the field. Offenses have both been struggling. We've got a Bronco down. And we're looking at what could be the third offside in a row against Westshore. Possibly an objectional conduct. Procedure on Kamloops. Objectional conduct on Westshore. So we're down to the 20-yard line. Kamloops has run one play for 5 yards, but has moved from the 45 down to the 20. So we're approaching the red zone again. Kamloops has not had a lot of success. Cummings in the shotgun. Fakes it to Grigorchuk up the middle. He's got a big hole. Slips 2 tackles. Cuts to the outside, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Great job by Cummings to suck the defense in with the zone read. Kept it. Looked like he was just going for the necessary yardage up the middle, which was good. And then busted it to the outside. The benefits of an athlete at quarterback. So Kamloops gets into the end zone on a 20-yard scramble by Aiden Cummings. Made 3 or 4 guys miss at the 10-yard line and was able to beat the DB into the end zone. Kamloops is looking at adding the extra point. Coach Vanke does not choose to go for 2. Interesting choice here. That is a sigh for one too many flags. We had 5 flags on that last drive. So why not end the extra point with another flag? But it looks like Kamloops will kick off. So it's another penalty against Westshore. And I don't know if Westshore got in this morning. I don't know if they stayed the night last night, but a lot of undisciplined plays by Westshore. This would be a completely different game if the players were able to focus and just play. But offsides, objectional conducts. Seems to me if we're going to look at big plays that have happened, Kamloops has got most of their yardage off of penalties. Westshore's offense has been a little bit better, but Both offenses have not been that exciting. But the game overall, it's close, 9-7. Pelzer's going to kick off from the 50. And we'll see if Westshore can respond. Pelzer again, moonshot to the right. And this time it is caught by number 17, Tanner Hayward. And he's tackled immediately. So they're going to take it at the 40-yard line and see if the offense can replicate their last drive and put some more points on the board, get the lead back. So 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Broncos 9, Rebels 7. The crowd is getting into it now. You can hear the infamous Bronco stomp. And they're trying to rally the troops. It looks like Broncos are going to line up in 3 deep zone with Dunster coming on the blitz. He's held up. They dump it off to the running back. Lubin with the catch and makes a couple moves to get it up to first down yardage. So nice running by Lubin. Was able to avoid Cole Avery, who was coming down hard. Just didn't break down enough, and Lubin was able to turn it outside, pick up about 11 yards on that play. Good pass by Hales to recognize the linebackers blitzing and just dump it to the running back in the flats. So Hennessy, the wideout for Westshore, number 84, is down on a knee. Getting looked at by the trainer. And we'll come back with the action. Nice. All right, we're back. Hennessy was able to get to the bench under his own power. And now Lubin's down, looking at his ankle. He's back up, and they're shuffling in no lineman. All right, so we'll take a quick break while the trainers come out and take a look at the Westshore running back. All right, so Lubin is on the sideline under his own power as well. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. We've got a new running back. Can't make out the number, but we'll see if they're able to get him into the game right away. Westshore receivers switch up on the outside. Hales in the shotgun. Kamloops comes with the blitz up the middle. Hales shows off a good arm. Gets it down to about the 25-yard line, but is unable to connect with number 11, Sam McFur. No. 21, sorry. Ojung, is he's playing both ways? Holding against Westshore is declined. 2nd and 10. I probably would have taken that penalty, make it 1st and 20. But that's why I'm up here, and that's why coaches are down there. So Ojong in at receiver now, playing double duty. Receiver NDB has made a couple nice plays as a defensive back. 5 receivers for the for Westshore. Oh, finally, we got a pick by number 45, Caligueri, and he is racing up the left side. He's got a convoy, and he is going to score. So the Broncos are able to finally get their hands on a ball, and there we go. Up the left side, touchdown by Raphael. Great job. And he is okay. So great play by Raphael. It is a minute and 24 left in the third quarter, and Raphael decides to wave goodbye to the Westshore Rebels. That is not the smartest play. I know I do this sometimes where I go old man on the couch. But you make a great play, put your head down, go back to the sideline, celebrate with your teammates. You don't need to do anything to get the other team fired up. The interception is a backbreaker. It can be a deflator. And the minute you start taunting the entire bench with still 16 minutes of game time left, I don't really like that. But he's excited. It was a great play by Caligulari. And the extra point is no good. Snap was a little high. But let's not take away from the great play by Caligulari. Just questionable taunting at the end.
Thank the Broncos coaches and support staff for all their amazing work. And they'd also like to thank
So a productive third quarter for the Broncos. They put one on the board on offense, one on the board on defense. They fell into a quick 7-2 hole after the touchdown run by Lubin, but were able to come back with the help of a great kick return by Westerman and a couple penalties on the Westshore defense. Cummings with a nice play, and then Caligulari with a great interception, great return up the sideline. So Pelzer will be kicking off. We got Finden and Guizo down here again. Moonshot will be coming again. This time, Beatty is ready for it. He's put in number 8, Poissant, as the up back, as well as number 19, his brother, Kevin, on the left side. Costas Zanis is fired up. And we got the two big Kamloops receivers down to the bottom. And he goes squib up the middle, and it gets through and picked up by Westshore. I like the switch up there. And Westshore is going to take over on the 54-yard line. Picked up by Tanner Hayward. He's made a couple smart plays today. Heady player. So we'll see if Lupin is back in the game for Westshore. He's been their best player on offense so far. And he's still out. Oh, I can see him down there on the trainer's table. He's getting his ankle taped. Hopefully he'll be back. Jet sweep again to Toussaint. He's able to cut outside and puts on the Jets and is able to get about 8 yards. So nice run by Toussaint. Again, the linebackers plugging up the middle and able to get, Toussaint's able to get outside. Good seal block by the right tackle, number 52, Landon Summers. And we got 2nd and 2, which really opens the playbook up. I know I've said that a couple times. I'll stop. My apologies. And we're going to get a timeout here. Not sure if it's official timeout, but looks like a member of Kamloops is down. So we've got 48 seconds left. The defense is talking. Just finished off a good series that resulted in a turnover. And that's number 24, Michael Kalume, who's being helped off to the sideline. In comes Jack Belfontaine for Kalume. And we'll see if Westshore decides to go at him. They got him matched up against Jeffrey Ojong, who is the DB and receiver. He's played a good game on both sides of the ball. Broncos with 3 down linemen. Linebackers fake the blitz, bail out, and that is a low ball. They're going to give him the catch. That is number 83, Magnus Lamb. We gain about 5. Hales short-armed a little bit, but able to complete the pass. And Westshore will have first down at the 44. So the longer Westshore can sustain this drive, the more time we get for Lubin to get fixed up on the sideline and get back into the game. So the run game hasn't been effective without Lubin in there. The Broncos are going to send Dunster again. Flag is up. Ball across the middle to Ojong. And he is hit hard. Ball is out. Nice tackle by Pelzer. We'll see what the penalty is. Was Dunster across the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped? Kamloops is pointing at Westshore, and the ball is coming back. So another penalty by Westshore negates a great pass and catch. Hales to Ojong. But great hit by Pelzer to jar the ball loose after. I think they called him down by contact, where the ball caused that fumble. All right, so Westshore, 1st and 15 from the 49-yard line. Offset backs again. And we got a blitz by the Broncos. Great job by the Westshore offensive line. And Hales shows his inexperience by throwing off his back foot. He had lots of time. Great job by the O-line to stop the blitz. And Hales just short-armed it over the middle to the receiver, and it falls incomplete. So we're going into the 4th quarter with the Broncos up 8, 15-7. Westshore will have the ball 2nd and 15 from about the 47-yard line. And I will give you guys, in this dead time, I'll give you guys some updates. The Braves have tied it up 2-2 against the Astros. I hope we're all cheering for the Braves. Freddie Freeman, last year's NL MVP. His mother was Canadian, so we have a Canadian tie there. Again, the Raptors with a win over Indy. And the Knicks continue their hot start with a 6-point victory over the Pelicans. So 2nd and 15 for Westshore. Hales lined up at midfield in the shotgun. Got a hard rush coming outside by Avery Dunster, and he gets around the tackle and brings him down. Looked like a little bit of holding as well, but was able to fight it off. And now we got 3rd and about 24. Great job by Dunster. Helped out by Carter Innes. Nice outside blitz. Flush the quarterback to his left. Throwing, rolling to his off arm. And let's check out one last score in the NBA. The Pistons beat the Orlando Magic. Kamloops product Kelly Olenek, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. So Dizzy is standing at his own 37-yard line. And Westerman is back deep. No onside kick. Dizzy gets a nice kickoff. Westerman jumps up, catches it off the bounce, and is able to get it out to about the 30-yard line.
Fielded by Westerman. Manages to pick up about 4 yards after the.
So Kamloops will take over at the 30.
And Broncos starting a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
I know we're in Canada, but I'm not going to be giving any hockey updates. We're going baseball, basketball, and some college football. Ohio State's up 6 on Penn State. Westshore Rebel hustles off, avoid the too many men on the field penalty. Jagorchuk up the middle for a gain of about 2. And we're going to look at 2nd and 8. Kamloops has got a little bit of swagger right now. And it is going to be 2nd and 8. We got Findon versus Joang down at the middle. Handoff from Cummings to Jagorchuk, who cuts up the middle. Nice run and is able to get about 30 yards on that play. Gets to midfield. First down for the Broncos, brought down at the 54. Coach Karlikia has just sent me a quick text message to remind me that on this field, Greg Morris rushed for 405 yards against us, which probably still is a record to this day. And again, another handoff to Jagorchuk up the middle again, tackled by number 20, Hunter Bowles, but not before he's able to get 5 yards and bring up 2nd and 5.
Westshore 51-yard line. Oh, 50 and 7/8.
So we have 2nd and 5 at the 51-yard line. Snap is up. Jagorchuk caught in the backfield, but is able to reverse and get up near the first down marker, and he is bent over backwards. Nice hit, but he bounces up quick. Tough little runner. And he looks like he might be half a yard short. Findon is signaling first down for Kamloops. Nose of the ball is on the 46-yard line. Refs are looking at it and signal first down.
First down, Broncos.
So another nice run by Jagorchuk. Gives Kamloops first down from the 46-yard line. Looking to keep the ball in their own hands. Another handoff, but this time the defense is ready for it and is stopped by number 50. Big man, Tyrese Hogue. So it looks like a couple guys are doing double duty for Westshore. So the Kamloops has the ball at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 13. 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Kamloops up 8. Cummings with a quick fake, runs up the middle and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but is down. And as long as Coach Karlikia is going to send me some stats, I will have him know that my offense is the only one in CJFL history to have a 3,000-yard passer, 2,000-yard receivers, and a 1,000-yard rusher. So if you're going to throw 405 yards at me, I'll throw 6,000 at you, my friend. And the Broncos are going to be punting from the 49-yard line. Westshore is able to get their man off the field again. And Smith is able to get the kickoff, gets a nice kick up the left side, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Looks like there might be a horse collar tackle there. Gets it up to the 11-yard line. And we'll see what the flag is for, but either no yards or a horse collar. Either way, great punt by Smith, a low line drive, able to get a bounce. So his last 2 kicks have been great, and that's a nice little weapon to have. I was actually reading an article the other day on theringer.com about San Diego State's punter, who is projected to go in the first round, who has had 2 punts over 80 yards this year and has pinned teams inside the 5-yard line 20 times. And yeah, it was a really good article. So he's the punter that was promised. It's on theringer.com. It's actually a really good article about a punter if you're interested. So Westshore from their own 3-yard line, handoff in the backfield just to get some breathing room. The running back's able to get up to about the 7-yard line. Nice little 3-4 yard gain. Tackle again by Pelzer. And that is number 22, DeMar Honstein. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. We'll see if the Broncos D is aggressive in this situation. Be careful of the jet sweep to Poissant. You got trip receivers down here to the left. Poissant comes out, quick turnaround, turns upfield after he breaks 1 tackle. Looks like the ball came out. No, he is calling him down. And nice play by Poissant. And we got first down. And we got Poissant, who has had a couple nice catches, couple nice runs on jet sweep, and he's getting helped off the field. So injuries have played a role in Westshore's stagnant offense. The O-line has done a pretty good job against the Broncos D-line. Unfortunately, Coach Vanke has dialed up some blitzes that have been quite effective. And we got a new set of downs here. Hales back in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the right. Dunster looks like he's coming through the A-gap. And Hales just bails out and is able to throw it. Completes the pass over the middle. Tackled by Caligulari. And the catch by Slater. Gets about 9 yards. And it's going to be 2nd and short. 7.5 minutes left. Sitting here with Game Commissioner Dino Bernardo, who is just overcome with excitement. He can't even believe what he's witnessing right now.
Reminiscing about our win our first year, remember? Win in the last game of the year.
Who did we play?
Chilliwack. You called that bomb to Clevin?
Oh, yeah. Dino is just reminding me of when we won our first game on a deep pass to Chris Clevin against Chilliwack. Yeah, been a lot of good memories on this field. I coached here for about 6 or 7 years. Dino was instrumental in helping resurrect this program, and now he's moved to league, a position with the league as game commissioner out of the goodness of his heart. He also wants you to know that he's president of the Downtown Business Association, so he's got a lot on his plate. And he was at my baby shower last weekend, so thank you for that, Dino. Lubin is back, but he's taken down for a 3-yard loss, and it's going to be 3rd down. Lubin's down again. So unfortunately, looks like the ankle's a bigger problem than first diagnosed, and he'll get help to the sidelines again. And that might be it for the young man who ran hard at the start. Was able to get a touchdown. He looked good. Well, Dizzy's on the field, so it looks like Westshore is going to line up in punt formation. Karlikia handling the long snap duties. Nice snap by Karlikia. Dizzy with his best punt of the night. Gets it down to the 50-yard line. Caught by Westerman in the air. He fumbles the ball. And, oh no. Westshore has picked it up, but Westerman is down.
Nice punt from Dizzy. Looked like Westerman had it.
I think he... Okay, we are going to step away for a second while they take a look at Westerman. Okay, good news. Westerman is moving his arms. He's getting looked at. You never want to see that from a young man or anybody. Good aggressive play. Took a big hit by number 90. Nothing dirty. But when you're playing a game, like a lot of people call football a contact sport, I would have to disagree. Football is a collision sport, and we got Westerman moving both legs. Looks to be all right. Training staff rolls him over, and we'll come back. Oh, he's up. Good to see. He's going to make his way off the field. So good job today by Westerman. He'll get looked at, and I hope he's okay. That was a big hit by Kawasi Lenore. Forced the fumble and puts Westshore at midfield with a chance to put the tying points on the board. So first down for Westshore from midfield. Hales has got Honstein in the backfield with him, and he hands it off. Nice play by Caligulari to get up the middle. Oh, sorry, that's number 48 for the Broncos. Maxim Bosch, nice play. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like Isaiah Karlikia is doing double duty as well, playing receiver and safety. We got Tyrese Hogue playing O-line and D-line, which is pretty impressive. A lot of banging going on down there. Playing left tackle as well. Got his quarterback's blind side, so valuable player for the Westshore Rebels. Hales in shotgun, steps back. We got 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to Poisson, who's back in the game, and tries his hardest to get up to the first down marker. Gain of about 8, which will bring up 3rd and 2. Costas Zanis on the tackle. A little slow to get up. But nice run by Poisson to get them in manageable 3rd down territory. Hennessy's going to split out to the left against Rogers. Honstein in the backfield. Hales in shotgun with Poisson and Anderson to his right and Karlikia. Broncos have the line filled. And offside by Westshore. And they unfortunately are starting to get at each other. So procedure on the offense will drop him back 5 yards, and out comes the punt team. So penalties are really working against Westshore right now. 3rd and 2 turns into 3rd and 7. Dizzy back to kick, under 5 minutes to go. We have a new returner back for the Broncos. Dizzy takes a knee on the snap. And that is going to be first down Broncos from the 44-yard line. So quite the big swing there for the Broncos. Unfortunate miscue by the punter and the snapper there. Didn't get it back far enough. And that's a rule that is in effect in this league. I don't know if it's in effect in other leagues, but once that knee is down, you are down. And the Broncos will take over at the 44-yard line with 4.5 minutes to go. Cummins in shotgun with Jagorchuk, and timeout by Westshore. Looks like they didn't have the right personnel out there. Number 38 comes on, Mike Awar, and they were missing their far right corner. So quick thinking to get that timeout. And Cummings is going to head to the sideline and get some advice from Vanke. Atlanta has now taken the lead, 3-2 over Houston. Atlanta leads 2-1, and hopefully they can secure that victory. Well, San Diego State, with the punter I was talking about, is down 14-0 to Fresno State. San Diego State is ranked number 21. Auburn defeated Ole Miss. North Carolina lost to Notre Dame 44-34. If you're following college football at all this year, North Carolina's quarterback was an early season Heisman favorite. Sam Howell projected to go number 1, but he's fallen quite rapidly down draft boards. So Cummings with the shotgun, fakes to Gajorchuk, has the outside edge, and is going to go down at about the 40-yard line. And now we have a flag. 4 yards on the run by Cummins, who was able to draw the defensive end in with the fake to Gagorchuk. And we'll see what this flag is. So 15-yard penalty on the Rebels for unnecessary roughness, and I am going to have to vehemently disagree on that call. Cummings dove down at the last second. That was not a slide motion, and he didn't really get that big of a hit. He was more or less tapped down, so tough break for the Westshore Rebels there, and Cummings is in shotgun off to Jagorchuk again up the middle. He does not usually go down by the first tackler and was able to push forward for another 5 yards. He's got to be coming close to 100 yards rushing on the day. Great game by the Kamloops Broncos running back. Runs hard, reminds me some of little Michael McMaster, who used to carry the rock for the Broncos. Small but ran angry, and Jagorchuk does the same thing. So we got 2nd and about 6 from the 20-yard line. Cummings on a delay handoff to Gorchuk, who breaks a tackle, cuts back across the middle, and that's enough for the first down. They needed 6, and he got 8. And now the Broncos are starting to really feel themselves with about 3 minutes left. They're looking at their first win of the season. And the first win coming on the last day. They're going to have a long day or a long gap between wins and losses. So you win this game, you can go on a winning streak for the next 250 days. Isaiah Karlikia is coming off the field with the help of the trainer. I hope he's all right. Looks to be just a little bit shaken. And Kamloops will have first down from the 15-yard line up the middle to Gorchuk, and he gets 5 yards down to the 10. So now the clock is really starting to work against the Rebels.
And there's a 3-minute warning.
So 3-minute warning is passed. Ref has blown the play in. Broncos look like they're going to go under center. Eye backs. Cummins is working the play clock down. Takes the snap, turns, hands off to Gorchuk. And he is going to be short of the first down, but they ran it right up the middle. And we'll see the field goal unit come on. Or no, we won't. I would, Dino's telling me just go for it. I would kick this because if you miss, you get a 1 point, and that makes it a 9-point game, which is 2 scores. You get stopped on this one, and it's a 1-score game. Dino doesn't care. Dino lives with no rules. He just does what he wants. Classic Bernardo. So we got Cummings, got Michael down at the top of the screen, one-on-one. Let's see a fade. If Michael is Colton Michael, again, the 16-year-old is about 6'3", 210, and he's lined up against about 5'9" DB, one-on-one coverage. Tyrese Hogue took a knee. We got to delay a game on the Broncos. Delay a game is a 10-yard penalty. And now the kicking unit comes on for the Broncos. Let's see. See, Dino? Dino agrees. All right, so Pelzer from the 25-yard line. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and we have an 11-point lead with 1 minute and 52 seconds left.
Westshore 7, your Broncos 18.
So Westshore is gonna elect to take the ball at the 35 to save some time. Defense comes off the field. A little dejected, but they did good to keep them out of the end zone. We'll see what type of hurry-up offense is in place.
The Kamloops Broncos organization and the players would like to take a moment to thank your fans for all the great support all year long. Thank you.
All right, we'll see what kind of 2-minute offense they got. Isaiah Anderson's coming in. You got Hales coming into the huddle now. We'll see how the old line's able to stack up. You got 11-point win. There's no need to get into prevent defense right away. Attack on first down. Stay doing what you're doing. You've been able to keep them in front of you all game. Dunster's coming on the blitz, and Hales drops back deep, and it's just over the hands of Isaiah Anderson.
Hales going deep looking for Anderson. Pass falls incomplete. That's going to set up 2nd and 10.
Karlicki is wondering how that last field goal wasn't blocked.
Westshore 35.
Well, they didn't get a hand on it, Charlie, so that way there's no block. Come on, man. I thought you knew this game, Charlie. Chucky. All right, so 2nd down at the 35-yard line. 1:46 to go. Broncos are not dropping back. Well, on 2nd down, there's a good chance they will. We got three-man rush. Oh, number 99 is able to get on the outside, and looking at Isaiah Anderson again and overthrown on a deep in. He had 89 up the seam, who's Carter Neighbors. No. Yeah, it is. Well, the number sheet I got is a little bit off. But 89 was there up the seam, but he was unable to see him. So 3rd and 10. Crowd is really into it right now, banging the bleachers. Broncos showing blitz, drop out of it. Hales again just throws it up. We got coverage there. Great job by number 24, Michael Kalume. No flags, and the Broncos are going to take over at the 35-yard line. So a quick 3 and out with 2 fades and 1 deep. They targeted Isaiah Anderson the whole time. And unfortunately for Westshore, but fortunately for Kamloops, they were unable to connect on all 3 of those plays. So the Broncos are up 18-7 with 1:33. Looks like they are going to get the first win of Coach Vankenet's career. And it could not happen to a better guy. Coach Vankenet, relatively young in terms of head coaching, has had some experience at the defensive coordinator level. Has done a really good job with this team, really good job recruiting. And I've seen him at practice a couple times, and he's done a good job keeping the tempo up in practice and keeping spirits high. When you go into a game 0-9 and you haven't had a lot of success on the field, it's easy for kids to check out. This late in October, it's cold. You know, some kids might be looking at Kamloops in the rear view, waiting to get home, but they came out focused. The defense did excellent. The offense did enough to keep the Westshore pass rush on its heels. Gagorchuk ran hard and definitely offensive MVP for the Broncos today. Cummings did an admirable job in at quarterback. And it looks like another 1 yard for Jagorchuk. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14. So we'll see what kind of momentum this victory gives Kamloops heading into the offseason. We know Coach Vanke will be exploring all different cities across Western Canada, looking for new talent to come in. You don't want to stay stagnant. He's got a good core of players with him right now. They will be losing some receivers, and I do think that there will be, well, I guess they only have 2 graduating players, so the youth is here. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their time. Kamloops is a very supportive town. They have wonderful facilities. The fans embrace them. I mean, they're here. They're still stomping. They're not going to leave. They're going to stay here to the final whistle to show these kids some support and love. Cummings is going to take the direct snap again. We can expect another handoff. Just trying to get to the final whistle. But a nice run by Gagorchuk, and I think he's going to get a first down. So we'll see what the thinking is for Coach Vankenet. And we got another Bronco down. Can't quite get out of this game. And that is David Wheeler, old lineman, who's going to head off to the sideline. And now he's running off, so he's all right. Oh, flag guy down. That is unfortunate. Bringing in the yardsticks. Made a scene. They're looking at this rather close, and it's going to be third down and probably the length of the stripe.
First down territory, so 3rd and inches.
So 3rd and inches. The flagsman is okay. He's up. It's probably cold. He's got some big Sorels on. Quick snap to Cummings up the middle, and he's got the first down. Westshore trying to rip at the ball. Looking to create a turnover. Oh, yes. It's good to see these guys happy. On the other side of the ball, it's tough to see Westshore down. But a good victory for Kamloops to end the season. Gregorchuk up the middle again. Refuses to go down, but the refs whistle it at the 20-yard line. Got maybe 2 plays left. And it is 2nd down, so 2 kneel downs will get us out of this game.
A final thank you to tonight's game day sponsor, Mike Harrison at Royal LePage Game.
So Cummins takes the knee. And there's going to be one more final knee before the games. There's some Westshore players looking to get into the locker room. Coach Beatty's calling them back. And they'll make one last victory formation here. Good job by Kamloops on the victory. Thanks for joining us. We are signing off 18-7 final score for the Rebels, or for Kamloops. Have a good weekend. Thank you all.